Everyone, and welcome to Gabe's Cars. Today I'm going to do a cold start here on my Oldsmobile 1972 Oldsmobile 98, and I just washed this thing up yesterday. There's a small dent right here, but that's from the previous owner. This car's only had two owners. I'm only the second owner, and this car originally came from Alamogordo, New Mexico, and I live in Paradise, Utah, which is close to a little bit north of Salt Lake. But it's a very cold day. It got down to about 10 degrees last night, 10 or 9, and it's in my garage, but the warmest it gets, it usually still gets really cold in here too. I'd say it probably got down to like probably 25 last night in the actual garage. But this is a 455 big block Oldsmobile. I did a bit of work to it before. We've kind of cleaned it up and got some of the grease off of it. But this is the only Oldsmobile 98 that we've ever had stock dual exhaust on. As you can see, the manifolds, you can't really tell right now. Sorry for the lighting, but the manifolds are in real good shape. There's no cracks, and one of the exhaust mufflers has a hole in it, so it's pretty loud, but I don't mind it. We're gonna get new pipes on it here soon. But the front end is in actually really good shape, except for these plastic pieces here. They're not all the way screwed in, but I'll fix that sometime. But the front end is actually a 1973 off of a 73 Oldsmobile 98, so it's not the stock 72, because the rear end is a 72 and the front end is 73. So I believe she might have gotten an accident or something and got a whole new front end or something. But radiator's looking kind of rough. We're gonna replace it here soon. I mean, it doesn't leak or anything, but it just looks rough. We also took the air conditioning unit off that was actually right here. It did have a clutch fan stock, but we put a solid fan on to keep it cooler for the summer. But other than that, it has a really good heater. As you can see, those are the two heater lines. And in the summer, it actually got so hot. The motor didn't overheat, but it got so hot inside the cab, we just decided to loop the heater lines because we didn't want the hot water going into the dash and making it really hot, even without the heater blowing. But the interior is actually really nice. The dash has a bit of cracks on it, as you can see. There's like probably about 6 cracks on top. But the clock doesn't work anymore, but that's okay. I still keep it really clean in here. The radio actually still works. I'm actually surprised. We have a couple 8 tracks, but it doesn't seem to like working in the cold though. Doors are in good shape. There's a few cracks right here, but they're really minor. I'll show you the back here and go to the other side. But yeah, this is a 72 rear end on a 73, or well, technically this car's a 72, but it's it's still a really good car though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it or anything. There's the dual pipes here. Yeah, this is the only Oldsmobile 98 that we've ever had dual exhaust come on them stock. But we've probably had about 20 Oldsmobile 98s. My dad's a derby guy, and I help him out with a lot of the derby stuff. This is actually a Cadillac, a 1974 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. and this is my daily driver most of the time. I have another Cadillac, a 1974 Fleetwood Brougham, and that's also going to be my driver here soon. We just need to get license plate on it. There's nothing wrong with that one either, but once I get it here, I'll show you guys some more about it and do a cold start on it. But yeah, this car is in really, really good shape for how old it is. It's like about 48 years old. The door actually says 1971. I'll show you guys. But boy, it's a cold day out. Let me go show you guys. There's another derby car. That's a 1974 Impala. There's the front clip off of the 1974 Cadillac Coupe de Ville and the seats, but they're getting trashed. But holy smokes. Wow. What a nice day. It's still really cold though. I mean, look at that freezing fog. We've been having a lot of freezing fog lately. Yeah, look at that. Sorry for the shakiness. That's beautiful. But yeah, if anyone wants to know where I actually live, it's Paradise, Utah. The actual town is down there, and we're just up here on this hill. There's a big hill right here that you have to go down to get into town. And then north, up there is Logan, and that's a lot bigger. But we're probably only about 15 miles from Idaho. But I really like living here, though. We actually moved from Ohio back in 2017. So, but we also have some. We took the fender skirts off for now. They're coming. They're gonna arrive here eventually. But these tires are they're called Power Kings, and they have some really, really good treads on them for driving in the snow and stuff. I haven't got stuck at all, and we probably had one time we had about a foot of snow. But I'll show you the back side here. This door is probably the door that's in the best shape. There's like literally nothing wrong with it. Ashtrays are clean. Yeah, you can see in there. But right here, this is my toolbox, just in case I break down or something. Got an armrest, a clock there that doesn't actually work, but it's still in decent shape. And the back window had a little bit of rust inside there, but that's from rain. But what I did is took some white silicone, if you can see it, and I silicone that all the way down so it doesn't leak anymore. But yeah, there's the LS logo there. That's something that Oldsmobile made. But here, I'll show you guys the trunk here. I gotta get my key out first, but I'll just show you the dash here. Yeah, you can see the radio, and you got the windshield wipers. Everything still works, even the defrog works. The only thing that we took off is the cruise control. It was in good shape, but I don't know if it worked. We usually don't have that good of luck with cruise controls on cars like this. But you can't really see, but it has 84,000 miles on it, and that is original miles. And you got a tilt steering column. Can't really tell. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. But this right here loosens up, and you can like push it down. Like you can pull it out to like lengthen it, and then push it in, and then tighten it. Tighten this piece right here. And so let's go show you guys the trunk. And there's the seat thing still works. The seat actually tilts up and it tilts down. It's kind of hard to do it without power, but then it moves forward and back. Everything still works though on that. And here's to show you guys the trunk here. And we'll do a cold start. This is pretty cool. Sometimes the key doesn't like to work. There it goes. There's a spare tire, antifreeze. I also have some lights in that box just in case I need. And yeah, that's about it. It's pretty clean. It's got some rust inside there, but it's just surface rust. Yeah, this rust in here is just surface rust. But this car is in great shape. There's also a hood latch thing inside the glove box, and I don't know if it works. I really don't. I actually we tried it before and it didn't, so I don't think it does work. But that's all right. Show you the other side of the motor and the thing here. Yeah, here's the door sticker. See, it says 0971. That's September of 1971. So this is a really early 72 model. The door shuts. The door does that sometimes, but this is a really early 72 model. But the front end is not stock. This is a 73. The brake thing's in good shape. We also changed the spark plugs, and the wires were still good, so there's nothing wrong with them. But the spark plugs are enormous in this thing. We needed a 13/16 ratcheting wrench. Well, socket. We needed that socket to get these things out. We also have a new battery. This is an Optima, and new cables to the. We did that a while ago, but it's still really in good shape. So the only problem I've ever had in this car is one day it would turn over and it wouldn't fire. And turns out it was a bad coil, so we put a new coil in the distributor. You can't really see the distributor, but it's an HEI. It's right there. And we put a new coil in it and started right up. So, but other than that, that's the only problem we've ever had in this car, and I've been driving this thing since around July for almost every day. So, all right, guys. Well, we're gonna do a cold start here. So, all right, I'll just set you guys right here. This thing is kind of loud sometimes, but I'm just gonna back it out. Alright guys, this sounds like it's knocking, but it's just this thing right here. This thing's vibrating. But this thing runs really good though. Got no problems at all. Fuel pump's good. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let this thing warm up a little bit. You can see the front end a little better now. Pretty cool looking, but all the lights, yeah, you can see the hole there. I got a hole in my muffler right here. But see, there's not much smoke coming out of the left one. I got a hole in the left one, but the right one's pretty good. But she runs really good. I'm really happy with this car. And also, These hubcaps right here are not, they're not the original hubcaps. Those are Cadillac hubcaps. But we're gonna try to find some Oldsmobile hubcaps sometime. But yeah. Yeah, she's just smoking away here. You gotta rev her up sometimes when it's cold. Like after it's warmed up about a couple minutes. So it fires on all eight cylinders. There it goes. I got a squeaky belt. Whenever I get up to a certain RPM, it squeaks a little. Alright, looks like we're warmed up now. But there, you can see I need to get it in alignment. My alignment's a little off here. But you can see the dash a little better, excuse me, and the miles. I don't think the trip odometer works anymore, but that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, so. Well, that's a Coldstart.